If you've been watching my channel for a while, you may recall that about a year ago, I bought and reviewed a pair of the Tifosi Davos sunglasses, and these have been a great pair of sunglasses, especially with the 3-lens interchangeability, with the smoke lens, rose-colored lens for cloudy conditions, and the clear lens for nighttime. I wear these a lot when I'm riding. They're probably my favorite pair of glasses right now. And I just noticed recently that Tifosi has introduced a couple new models, the Aethon and the Alliant. And since my review of these Davos sunglasses had a good number of hits, it's one of the more successful videos on my channel, I reached out to them and asked if I could review the Aethon, and the guys at Tifosi were kind enough to send me a pair. So I'm super excited to open this up and take a look at these and review them for everybody out there. So let's take a look at these Tifosi Aethon sunglasses. Here's the box. You can see that I got the crystal smoke and white with the Fototec lenses. Oh yeah, it comes with a nice Tifosi hard case. This is very much like what the Davos has. These are nice because it allows you to transport these in your bag or whatever. And there's the actual sunglasses. That's pretty cool. You can see it's got the Fototec light adjusting lens there. It's a little bit hard to tell, but you can, in person, you can see that the frame has kind of it's got a see-through effect. You can see through the temples, and the brow piece is a little bit translucent. Got the little tag with the MSRP on it. This is kind of cool. It's got a little bit of a hydrophilic rubber brow piece there. And of course the wire nose piece that's adjustable. You can bend those in and out and twist them a little bit. And I think this brow piece is removable. I'm not going to do it right now, but I believe that comes off there. The logos on it are very 3D. I'll kind of rotate this so you can see that they're raised up proud of the actual frame. And then the lettering within that is also raised up. So that's kind of cool. It's really kind of a neat look. That's pretty awesome. I like that. And there's the ear sock pieces, which are replaceable. So obviously I'm indoors right now, so these are nice and clear. I don't know how well that shows up on camera, but the lens color has almost no tint to it indoors here. It's very, very light colored. I mean, I can tell there's a slight tint, but not a whole lot. Feels nice, feels quality. The hinges work nice and smooth. It's got a nice sturdy feel to it, but it's not heavy. It's a very light pair of sunglasses. All right, so let's take some measurements here. So the Tifosi Aethon is about 150 millimeters, 15 centimeters at the widest point, and you can say maybe 13 centimeters inside width. And then the temples are about 125 or 130 millimeters from the tip of the temple to where the lens begins. And then the height of the lens is about 50 millimeters. Visible area about 45 at the highest point, but the overall lens is maybe 50 or 55 millimeters tall. So the other thing that you get in the Tifosi sunglasses case is the instruction manual, and you also get a microfiber bag which doubles as a cleaning cloth. So that's kind of nice. You get the hard case and a soft bag, so that's nice. The instruction manual is really just one little square, and the rest is just repeated in other languages. The good information here is the fact that the lenses are 100% UVA and UVB blocking, and then they also recommend that you don't let these sit in the heat. They limit it to like 35°C max, so don't leave the sunglasses in your car on the dashboard in the sun during the summer, especially here in Texas. So I requested the Fototec version of the Tifosi Aethon, but they have a couple other versions too. For instance, they have this Clarion red with all conditions red and clear lens. You can get the Clarion blue. And Tifosi also has a custom shop, so if you're interested in these sunglasses and you want to kind of mix and match the parts, you can come in here and get different brow bar, different strike guard, change up the lens, and so you can kind of make this thing look the way you want, which I think is kind of cool. And something that's really interesting too is that the Aethon and the Davos both share the same ear pads, and some other parts are reused between the different Tifosi sunglasses too. For instance, the nose pads I think are reused with some other models. And then finally, if you buy a set of these and you want to get some other bits like different lenses, they do sell small parts separately. So for the Aethon, I'll just drop in here and show you. For lenses, you can get the all conditions red for $15. The way the prices break down, it seems like if it's an uncoated lens, like all conditions red, smoke, or clear, it's $15. If you want one that's a coated lens that has like a mirror coating on it, then it's $25. And then for the Fototec, it's more expensive. It's $50 for the Fototec lens, which is, I think, why when you buy a set of these glasses with the interchangeable 3 lenses, you pay the same price as you do if you just get one of the Fototec lenses. So speaking of how to interchange parts on these, my set just has the one lens, but if you get the one that has the 3 interchangeable lenses, the process to change those out is real simple. You basically just pivot down on the temple and it comes right off. And then to put it back on, you just hook it in there and snap it back in place. Very simple. The strike guard, you just pull down on both sides, it comes off. And then the brow bar also, you just unlatch from back and then it comes off too. So it's very simple. Alright, so that's what these sunglasses look like on the bench, but the only real test of a set of cycling glasses is to take them out and actually ride, and that's what I did this morning. So here's what I thought about them. So it's about 6:45 and you can see these glasses are nice and clear this time of day, so we'll see how they look at the coffee shop. So I just finished up my ride and it's about 9 o'clock and the sun is super bright, but because there's not a lot of ultraviolet, I'm not sure how dark these lenses are going to be. So I'm watching it now, and they definitely did get fairly dark, but they don't get as dark, like I say, as a smoked pair of lenses would get. But for that early dawn light, they were perfect. And then I have a little bit more to say too about the fit and how well they worked. So I just got back from our little Friday morning coffee ride, and wore the Tifosi Aethon sunglasses, and they were great. So when I left this morning at like 5:45 a.m., it was totally dark out. I had my headlights going and no issues with visibility. The lens was perfectly clear. Couldn't tell they were even on, so it was really nice in that regard. And then through the morning, they kind of darkened up a little bit. It's in Texas in the morning, the sun is super bright, but there's not a lot of ultraviolet, so they didn't get super dark. They're not as dark as like a pair of smoke sunglasses lens would be, but they worked great. And it was really nice not to have to bring another set of lenses with me and change them out mid-ride. And I'm going to say, as far as the fit, these glasses have a nice gap around the bottom. They don't touch my face. I can move my face around. The brow bar does touch my forehead, but it doesn't cause any problems, and I could see where that could kind of help deflect sweat and that sort of thing. And these guys got a lot of ventilation. There were no issues with fogging. They didn't fog up on me, and just all around they were great. When you're riding, like when I'm standing still, I can see the bottom of this little bash bar or whatever they call it down here. But when you're riding, you look through the top, and so no issues there. The visibility was great. The brow bar sits up nice and high. In fact, it's kind of below the brim of my cycling cap, so no problems there. Overall, really happy with these. They're great sunglasses, and like I say, the best thing about them is just not having to bring another set of lenses with me. So that's my review of the Tifosi Aethon sunglasses. If you liked this and it was helpful, I would really appreciate it if you give me a like or subscribe to my channel. And also, by all means, go check out the Tifosi website. They have a bunch of helpful videos and information on these sunglasses. It's a great resource, and they also have some pretty good content on YouTube too. So check that stuff out, and I'll see you next time.